What's good, y'all? HB Punching Profit. We have a trade playing out here. Let me try to annotate it real quick. Higher time frame pivot point 2 inversion. Looking for about 113 points. Alright. Actually, let me get my comment boxes up. We'll break down the trade if we hit our target. Let's see. Comment. Let the trade play out, and I'll break it down after.
Order filled.
Beautiful trade. Nice. Alright, let's break it down. 2 inversion. 100+ point trade, you guys. That's plenty of money. If you do that with one mini, that's it's about 2,000 if I'm not mistaken. Inversion could have held it a little bit longer, and we may look for a play back to the downside. 3, you do get your advanced market structure shift. Market structure shift. And I had a bit of an early entry that comes with more experience. 4. And we'll break it down after I get everything up. Stop at swing low or discretion. Alright. And our take profit. Alright, so let's frame this trade real quick. Now I knew we were hitting a higher time frame pivot point. Usually I get in immediately after the close because sometimes it runs away without you, but I wouldn't advise that for beginners to do, and I have to watch this very carefully because we might be coming back down here. I might place a trade. Let's see. Bear with me, you guys. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have another trade getting ready to play out here. And for me, even though I predominantly apply ICT concepts, I use lots of different strategies to build a narrative for myself when it comes to trading. I use patterns, I use supply and demand. ICT is really what helps me understand price action, regardless of whether you think ICT is legit or not. At the end of the day, there are legit concepts uh, within ICT. Okay, you can't deny that. Fair value gaps, volume imbalances, new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, all these are legit concepts. It really doesn't matter whether ICT is a great trader or not. These are legitimate concepts. Whether he stole the whole, you know, concept of all these things he's teaching really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, is it legit? Okay, does it help you understand price action? Does it give you some insight to the market? And it does if you put in the work and try to understand it. But I try to implement everything, to build my narrative. And at the end of the day, whatever you use, breakouts, opening, range breakout, supply and demand, ICT, pattern trading, right? Whatever you're comfortable utilizing, that's going to be your bread and butter, right? Like ICT is my bread and butter, but I use all these other different strategies to help me build a narrative. I mean, right here, if you were a pattern day trading, what is this, like a bear pennant, bear flag right here, boom, breakout, goes further down. Another bear flag, bear pennant, boom, breakout, goes further down, right? That gives me a little bit more insight to the market, right? So I'm like Bruce Lee, man, the way of no way. Take what works for you, dispose of what doesn't. Instead of being one dimensional, why not implement it all? Why not be multi-dimensional? But anyhow, it looks like we're not ready to go back down. It's been a nice move if I held on to it, and that's why it was a high time frame pivot point, even though we were crashing down. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if we're coming back to that opening range. Looks like we are. Yeah, I'll be looking for a sell as we come back up. But we got to be patient. It is about 10. Yeah, this happened during roughly the 10:50, 11:10 macro time and price. It's not a coincidence, you guys. But let's break down this trade before this thing comes back down. Okay, so we hit our high time frame pivot point. If we go on the higher time frame, the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, you'll see this is a possible area of interest. Okay, we get our inversion, time and price. This happens around 9:50 or 10:50 to 11:10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you get your advanced market structure shift right here. Boom, look at this order block. We close over it. Okay, now I got an early entry. As soon as this candle closed right here, I entered in, right? But if you were looking for your entry, it would have been right here, right when we came into this gap right here. Boom. You put your stop just below the inversion or the swing low. If you put it at the swing low, 1 micro, that's all you got. Okay, here you can take a little bit more risk because you have a tighter stop. 3 to 1. Beautiful. As you can see, still going up, right? This 3 to 1 offered you 100, over 100 points, potentially 200. You don't need all that, right? You can once you get experience, but you don't need all. Like I said, you go to the buffet, you don't got to eat everything at the damn buffet. All right, just get what you need. This is what you need right here. 3 to 1. You're good. You're fed, right? So very nice trade. We've been very bearish. I missed the initial trade in the morning. I hesitated, and at the end of the day, I wasn't going to chase price. I did take some scalps on the way down, utilizing pattern trading, right here. Bear flag, whatever you call it. Doesn't really matter if you know what it's called, as long as you know what it does, right? Break down further. Okay, I knew we were coming down to this level, roughly around here, so I trusted that this flag was going to give me a little bit of profit, take profit off board early. Pretty much played this, even though I wouldn't say this was a pattern, but we broke below it. Okay, nice little scalp. Another break to the downside, nice little scalp, right? So nice little scalps to the downside, and then hit this nice high time frame pivot, get this beautiful move up. Okay, so very nice trade. We get our inversion, we get our advanced market structure shift right here, and you get a beautiful move up, even though the market has been crashing down. Okay, and we will look for another trade, and I'll probably post that. I'm probably not going to do any live breakdown, but it's HB Punch and Profit. Get at me. Peace.